I'll take it, since it goes well with the tea. Yeti and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. Yeti, I can't see too well. Yeti slides closer. Our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yeti was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup! Bitch. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in the position. Oh shit. Because I now need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest! Oh, well shit. I don't know. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any, bitch. Yeah. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on. Oh, damn it. It's gonna beat it to her, son of a bitch. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any hard of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate. And I hold it up to Yuri! Totally called it. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. Apprehensively, I place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yeah? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Chikwitik. Zeddy. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do. Yes. Friends with dicks. Right? I mean, not really in the kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was. Friendship. Get friend zoned, bitch ass chick with dick. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. She's This situation has gotten really tense. Yeti tries to return the book, but I can tell by her expression that she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time, Yeti's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yeti doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yeti parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Mudika! Okay, everyone! Stop having like borderline softcore porn in the back of the classroom on the floor. That would be dope. Thanks, guys. Yeti jolts back. It's time to share poems. Chew with Dick. You can help Yeti put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yeti picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Alright, this again. Who shall I show my poem first to? Alright, we need the sexual tension to die down between Yeti and I. We're gonna go with the lolly.
Natsuki.
Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, fucking retard. But I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew? What? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey! Hey! What makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience! Fucking retards. Well then, keep practicing, and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. Bro, I don't want to be as good as a lolly. Pass. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Saturday's poem from yesterday. Yeah? You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you'll never really struck me as her type. Saturday has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? I don't... Bro, did she call Saturday fat, or did she call me, like, depressed? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. She definitely called me depressed. Fuck. The law has to go. I will not stand for this. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah? I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem.
Here.
Amy likes spiders. Spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's just rude. Spiders have feelings too. That's why I'm not friends with her. Makes sense. Fuck yeah. Wait, no. That's backwards. No, Amy sounds like a playa. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. That's a shitty reason, honestly. One time, I hurt my leg real bad. Amy helped me and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spiders. Or spider lovers. I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Bro, that's fucked. That sounds like segregation. Honestly, hating on spiders? This is the proclamation. Shit, I don't even know what it's called. I'm thinking. Senpai viewer, give me a moment. I can't think of the word. Fuck! Alright. We'll continue. I'll get it right. In the editing. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was too short. Being too short is what I'm good at, Senpai viewer. I was just warming up! I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do! No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with such simple analogies, like racism. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course! It's about how everyone thinks my fucking hog. That doesn't matter. It can be done. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Sometimes that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Brett, she likes tentacle hentai. I'm calling it now. Or worse. Worse hentai. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can, too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too. So look forward to it! Alright, well that was motivational, I guess. Saturday! Ooh. I like this one, Chickwit Dick. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I do not. Oh no, dude. Saturday is probably gonna be my favorite. Like, not waifu material. I don't want to. We've established this in the beginning. I don't want to fuck two-dimensional characters, but she's not a complete jackass or a recluse, and I'm into that. So, I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet! Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. She probably lives in eternal pain. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. I agree. I too like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. She knows about the masturbation technique to jerk off with one's tears. I'm a master in the masturbation technique, and it saves on loop. So I recommend it. Like and subscribe. There's a word for that, right? What? The word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Is that what bittersweet is? Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad. Saturday. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give that rain cloud a hug. I too like to hug rain clouds. And make a nice happy rainbow. Saturday. That's unexpectedly poetic. It is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Chickwit Dick. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. What the fuck? It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like bundles of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put on the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper, my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secret hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off the bottle or my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and come in my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically put them from the shelf, one after the other. Holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. All I hear is an echo, 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 inside my head. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course yeah, okay. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, it's ass. I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Twerp.
Muriga.
Taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out so good, you should be proud of it. Thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. Even it helps that I understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's head always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes, it makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alrighty.
Muriga.
Hi again, chick with dick. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering. But have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like it turns on. It's like a light turns on inside of her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Well, I fed her chocolates, bitch. I'm one step ahead of you. Get on my level. Who knows what's going on in that head of hers? I hope you didn't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into her, you fucking simp. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. You fucking loser. Wait, really? My inner otaku comes out. Start crying. Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Bro, what the fuck?
Muriga.
Kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but well, there's nothing really wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. I'm probably not going to understand this one either. Save me! The colors that won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Is this an anti-gay pride? Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony. I don't know how to say that. Cacophony. Cacophony? Of meaningless noise! The noise it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, and tangent. I fucking hate math. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless.
Load.
Me? Is it love me or load me? Bro, I'll give you a load. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. Oh? No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Yes, I agree with that. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So, putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Oh, actually, you know what? Honestly, thanks. That was actually really helpful. I was going to forget. You never know when you might change your mind. Oh, that was a tip. And I just overrided a save. Oh, fuck it. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this a tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Alright, I'm taking that. Write that shit down, Senpai viewer. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, and now, Yuri, homegirl. Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri
Stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it, chick with dick? This one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try to give it more imagery.
Yuri
Visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time.
Yuri
Breathing collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being a creation like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by writing, it just makes me horny. Really happy, I mean. Really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before?
Yuri nods.
Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Bro, you're Hinata. Half of people who watch Naruto want to fuck you so hard. Do you really think that? Again,
Yuri nods.
huh? Even your close friends? Especially them. Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do.
If it's with you... The raccoon! It happened in the dead of the night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken it to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Olivian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. Is she the raccoon? Ugh. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can sense that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I didn't understand it. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine what this poem is about. Oh, I can't. Yeah. That's right! It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah. If I take it at face value, and I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, bitch, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. You get that? Fucking sub. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I usually force to keep to myself. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny.
Didn't Natsuki
Also read something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Yeah. She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're going into, or what you're into, as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right! I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. It's because she's a lolly. You can't trust her. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry. I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I think you do hate yourself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening, cops of feel, to just feel my hog. There really aren't many people like you, chick with dick. I would disagree. There are traps everywhere. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now, I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing really.
Yeti
Smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear.
Okay, everyone.
We're all done reading each other's poems, right, biznatches? I have something extra planned today. So if everyone could just come and sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Well, it's just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more time than a few decorations.
Sedori
Has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry. Thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Fuck. Performing? Paginus.
Monica.
Yeah. we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. I don't think anyone's going to do anything for that.
Sit at ease.
Putting in all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Sit at ease.
Who's been coloring a poster? Hold it up for us to see. Are you kidding me?
Monica.
You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did, actually. Do you really think it's a bad idea?
Natsuki.
Well, no. It's not a bad idea. I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with
Natsuki.
I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it,
Yeti
shakes her head in fear. Guys!
No. Saturday.
I understand where they're coming from. Remember that
Natsuki and Yeti
have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings. Being intimate with yourself. I do that sometimes 3 times a day, Senpai viewer. Finding new horizons and having fun.
Monica.
That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share with the others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent.
Saturday
Looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. Agreed. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that
Saturday and Monica
have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like
Natsuki
doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine, bitches, I'm in. I guess I'll just have to get over with it. Oh, get over it? Oh, fuck it.
Alright.
Phew.
Thanks, Natsuki.
What about you?
Yuri.
Okay.
Yuri.
Dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best.
Yuri.
Yo, Sayuri
Sayuri
is a fucking con artist. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh, gorge, Mickey. You'll be fine,
Yuri.
But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way.
Monica.
This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see.
Monica
Flips through her notebook to the specific poem she had in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly.
Monica
Begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this poem she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on
Monica.
Sayuri looks amazed.
Yuri.
Has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally,
Monica.
finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud.
Monica.
Takes a breath and smiles. That was so good.
Monica.
Aha, thank you very much. I was just hoping you set a good example. Are you ready to go next?
So Sayuri.
I'll go next because fuck you. I can't say her name now.
Sayuri.
Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri.
Clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called Lolly Hentai Femboy Tentacle Porn. Doji. I don't know.
Yuri.
Anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it!
Yuri.
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As
Yuri.
gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure. Then she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire. Whirling fire
Yuri.
keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. I like how we don't get to see any of these. They're just... Everyone is stunned.
Yuri.
Steps back into reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and gives
Yuri.
the recognition that she deserves. It's not that we don't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud,
Yuri.
holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat.
Yuri.
That was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like
Yuri.
is down for the count. Okay. I guess I'm in next then.
Sayuri.
Hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Yeah.
Sayuri.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then.
Sayuri.
Begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like your soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cherry like
Sayuri's did.
it's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on a paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayuri's voice almost gives it a new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayuri meant when she said she liked my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through.
Sayuri.
Finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job,
Sayuri.
Even Chick with Dick liked it. I guess that's good sign. What does that even mean?
Monica.
It came out nicely.
Sayuri.
The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be the other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where the sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little bit more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean, bro. Totally get it. That's, well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everybody. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next?
Natsuki.
Don't make me go before, chick with dick. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well, like, chick with dick, lower everyone's standards a little before I do it. Fucking lolly.
Natsuki.
It's fine. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more what you lack of confidence in your writing. That's something I'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you.
Natsuki.
Yeah. I'm going. Okay, bitches. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called. It's called.
Why are you all looking at me?
She goes from femboy lolly to like Batman in the morning.
Fuck. Because you're presenting.
Oh shit, wrong person. Because you're presenting.
Humph. Anyway,
The poem is called
jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's like a dribble. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You're better not to make me do that again. Oh, you better not make me do it again. Ah, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me... How often do women make that stance? It makes me really happy. Yeah, that's no problem. Alright, cool. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try the right poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday is the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Already. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Suri and Monika, but I'll do my best to get through it, if it's for the sake of the club. And impressing Monika. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go?
Sayori.
Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, How am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Chick but Dick. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. Alright. Hey Senpai viewer, thanks for watching the video. It really does mean a lot to me. So, yeah, if you could just leave a like and subscribe, I guess. I don't know, it might turn me on. You might be into that, you might not. If you don't want to turn me on, don't like and subscribe. So, that's my tip to you. And that's not the only tip you'll get if you like and subscribe. Think about it. All the wonders you can get out of it. Anyway, guys, really means a lot to me. And stay tuned for episode 4 of Doki Doki Literature Club. There's gonna be more afterwards when I'm done. It's just, you know, I'm not done yet. So, anyway, stay tuned, Senpai viewer. Anyway, yeah, it really does mean a lot when you watch the video, even if you don't like and subscribe. The support, either way. You really want to be supportive? Shitpost your friends with my ass tier content. Really goes a long way. Alright, peace.
I can see it all clear from above, looking back on it all.